Welcome back to the Hyper Chef. Today I'm going to do my wilted cabbage salad. What happens here is you take 2 heads of cabbage. I use 1 head of green and 1 head of red because the red is crisper and the green is more buttery. The only thing about it is the red lasts longer, so when you're mixing the two together, you're going to notice that the green will break down quicker. What we do is we quarter it, we take the core out, and then we use a mandolin carefully because the mandolin is very dangerous. I'm missing the core on this one. The mandolin is very dangerous and it causes a lot of accidents, a lot of visits to the emergency room. So let me just get this garbage out of the way. Okay, so this is all we're gonna do. You shred it down on the mandolin. Watch your fingers. They do comes with a guide. I'm pretty good at it, so when it gets to a certain point, I stop. And what we're gonna do is, as you can see, I already have 1 colander I filled. 2 heads of cabbage, I'll do 2 colanders, but it wilts down to nothing, so trust me, it makes a nice sized salad. Then, on that, we're gonna take and we're gonna put a couple tablespoons of kosher salt, because you wanna wilt it on each layer. And then we're going to do some red. Again, like I said, remember to be careful. Afterwards, whatever little bit is left, you can trim by hand. Now, if you don't have a mandolin, you can do this by hand. I just happen to prefer using the mandolin. All right, so now we'll throw a little more salt on. All right, I have 1 more to do. I have a little bit more of the green cabbage to do. If you have any left over, you can do a lot of different things with it. Great Polish dish I grew up eating of cabbage and noodles. You can take the leftover, make cabbage and noodles. There's all kinds of fun things you can do with it. Cabbage is very good for you. It's hearty. And it's inexpensive, which is nice too. And it makes a good accompaniment to pulled pork, to roasts, to anything. I'm gonna leave that little piece of cabbage out of here I just dropped in there. All right, now, what are we gonna do now? As you can see, this one's already glistening. This has been going for a while. See the difference in the firmness of it? This is already wilting. So we're gonna take this to the sink. And we are going to wash it. It takes about a good 5 minutes. You're gonna wet it, and you're gonna feel it soft, and you're gonna take it, you're gonna rinse the heck out of it, and you're gonna take it, and you're going to just drain it like that, squeeze it between your hands, drop it in the bowl. You won't need that big of a bowl because, believe it or not, it goes down to nothing. But when you mix the 2 colors together, it's absolutely beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna continue to do this, and when we come back, I'll show you how you finish dressing it. Okay, and we're back. As you can see, it is all wilted. It actually made much more than I thought, so I got a bigger bowl. But you need a bigger bowl to toss it in. I rinsed all the salt off, but trust me, it's still plenty salty. All you're gonna do to finish this, and remember, there's a lot of cabbage, so I'm gonna throw a little olive oil in. We'll throw in some freshly ground black pepper. Toss it, and it's done. Let it get cold, and right before you serve it, you put a shot of red wine vinegar. You don't wanna put it on too early because it starts to cook down the cabbage. So we're just gonna take it, we're just gonna toss it like this. You adjust all your seasoning to taste, whatever you like, by rinsing out all the salt. You still have a mild salt flavor. If you feel you need more salt, you can add some later, but don't do it now. Let it sit for a while, adjust the taste. As you can see that glisten? That's the olive oil mixing in. This is delicious alongside a roast. This is great for a hearty summer salad. It is great on top of sandwiches. It makes a great sandwich topping. Someone that makes a pulled pork that wants to serve it on little rolls, this is a great thing to put on top. Look at that. And then all I'm going to do now is just continue to toss it. And then I'm going to put it, transfer it into this bowl, little at a time. And you're going to see how all the colors mixed, how beautiful it looks. A little bit more. Shaking out any little bit of water that might be left from when it drained. And you can always adjust the olive oil and the black pepper later. I'm sure you won't need any more salt. But look at that. Isn't that a beautiful bowl? That serves a lot of people. You can do a half a head of each if you want. Save the rest of the cabbage for something else. You can adjust this to whatever you need for your family's needs. And there you have it. Wilted cabbage salad, Italian style. And as we like to say on this show, mangia con buon gusto.